John here. Today is Thursday, the 23rd of February 2017. I'm just preparing myself to go down the east coast to Awatere Marae. That's my own family marae for the Marangaro land blocks. Its original name used to be Marangaro Marae, and so we're going to build another marae called Marangaro Marae when we start on the projects there. So I'm going to just try and get a hold of Tamati Reed and give me a number for Gilbert Walker. That's our little stop-off place down the coast. I'll just try and find his number. There it is. Here. Good morning, Joy. It's John Wano here. How are you? Hey, can you do my job for me while I talk to him? I want to find Gilbert Walker's number in Te Araroa.
Hang on, man, hang on.
Okay.
Go.
Hey, mate.
Go.
All go now.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to call in to see Chick Kraka first. And then that's on Saturday. I'm going to have a meeting with Jim week or two in Potiki with the Matatua.
Yeah.
And then it'll be Sunday before I get to you about the afternoon sometime.
Oh, okay.
I want to go in to East Cape. We're going to go straight there after Saturday and stay up at the lighthouse. It's going to take some shots there, video, and then we'll call in to see you, and then we're going to go up Mount Hikarangi. Hey, how do you get up there? It's a four-wheel drive, eh?
Yeah, no, it's a four-wheel drive, yeah.
I just have to get Gilbert, see if he can take me up there. And we're going to do the shots up there with D-Hop, you know, the fellow, Brother Love? He's got a band.
Yeah.
He's going to play his ukulele with his wife. You better get your raku raku ready, because he's going to come and put a bit of Cook Island in it.
Yeah, okay.
He's going to have a bit of jam with you before we go up the mountain.
Yeah.
So that'll be on Sunday around about, or after we come down from the hill, it'll be about 8 in the morning, and then we'll come straight over to see you, and then be about midday or something. You'll be home around there?
Should be.
Yeah, we'll come straight out to see you after we see Chick.
Yeah, should be home on Sunday.
Sunday afternoon, you know, like 2 o'clock or something. I'll go see Chick first.
Yeah.
And then come and see you, and then we're going to have a little jam, and then we're going to go up the mountain. If we get
Okay.
I'll just try and get a thing to give us a lift up there, Gilbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So otherwise, everything's working out spot on.
Good one, yeah.
I think we're going to see that things start to move when I meet Jim week or two, because he's going to push the ha block to get that bloody block back. That's with all that tipito stuff we're doing, right?
Yeah.
We're going to put the Cook Island back in the Cook Island there, and our whakapapa back there. But D Harp will do that. Dion Piker Walker, you know, he's a walker.
Yeah.
He's gonna.
Is it just you coming on Sunday, or?
No, me and him and his wife.
Okay.
His Cook Island wife
Yeah.
from Aitutaki.
Okay.
Yeah, so me, him, and Jamie. Jamie, me. We're doing a documentary film of the whakapapa there. So he's going to get all the whakapapa from. He's doing all the whakapapa, and our one was last.
Yeah.
And so he's going to put the Paikea one in, and all that lot in with Sunikora in Gisborne, and she'll give him a rundown on it. And so we fit that back in our marae, and then that's the native part.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's doing all those films now with me full time. Dion, you see him, D-Harp, you see him on his page, D-Harp.
Yeah.
So I can have a look at our footage when I get to your place.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah, from.
We'll pick up on Sunday.
Yeah. Okay then.
Yeah, in the afternoon. Yeah. Okay, John.
Oh, Thing's got the number for me for Gilbert. Joy was going to have a look in the phone book.
Which number?
Gilbert Walker in Te Araroa.
Gilbert Walker.
Yeah, Gilbert Walker. He's on the recycling plant in
No, see,
Rotorua.
look in the phone book. There's no Gilbert Walker in the phone book.
Oh, nothing.
No.
Oh, hell. Oh well.
There's no Gilbert Walker in the phone book.
Yeah, no, I've got his mobile number, but I can't find it. No, I'll find it. I'll ring the recycle plant
Yeah.
in Rotorua.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he works.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Otherwise, I don't know who to take up with a four-wheel drive up.
yeah.
It can get right up to the top, or you got to walk some way.
You can get right to the top, but if you want to go right to the top of the manga, you're going to walk quite a fair way from the camp.
Oh, too far, eh? But the
Yeah,
four-wheel.
because there's a camp right at the top, nearly to the top of the manga.
Yeah.
And from the camp, from the house, then you walk about half an hour or three-quarters of an hour.
Oh, three-quarter an hour. So a four-wheel can get right to the top.
A four-wheel can get to the top where the camp is, yeah.
Oh, that's as far as you can go, eh? You have to walk.
Yeah, that's how far
You have to
the
walk.
vehicles can go to the camp.
To the
You
camp.
know where the house is?
Oh, yeah.
But if you want to go to right up to the top of the mountain where we got the things, the
Popo.
carvings and that,
Yeah.
you have to walk about three-quarters of an hour.
Oh, okay. So it's steep or not bad?
It's not too bad to walk.
Okay.
Yeah.
A car can't get up there. My car won't get up there.
No, your car won't get up there, bro.
Oh, four-wheel drive.
Yeah, no, your car won't get up there. You gotta have a four-wheel drive to get up there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's all right. Well, if I can't get it, we're not going to worry about it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we'll see you on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll catch up on Sunday.
Okay, then.
Yeah, okay then, John.
All right.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Right. That's Tamati Reid. See, I spoke to Chick yesterday. Chick Karaka or Te Hekua Karaka. So I got those two chiefs. Those are my on the Marangaro land blocks to push this native court. It's already there. All I have to do is just drop in to see them and drop them the latest documents. You see, these are all the things I wanted the administrations to do. Now they're not going to do it no more because I'll do it all myself. I don't rely on anyone. And I spoke to Te Poroho Ruka yesterday. But we have our Brother Love, we have that group in the Church of England in Kaiba Pass. I'll be meeting with them at some stage. They've got Harley Davidson bikes there. So there's a big club right through the country with a church there. Brookings is his name. Brookings is the pastor there. So met George from there, from the group. So those are the security that I'll be using to Poroho. I've got good church people from the right Church of England for this British flag. So I want to keep things uniform and try to keep to a set plan with Britain, UK and the Navy and the military. I'm bringing it into Rangitukia on the Haho 7B block to protect all our Te Moana Nui Akiwa Pacific Islands and oceans with our tidal turbines project. I'm just gearing up today to get everything to go, to get the documents and the shares, to finish the share certificate. I'm going to make a one-off share certificate for 1 billion shares at 1 million shares each. I have to make this public that we let the first lot out, and that's will be on the site for particular the Hapu chiefs of New Zealand that can buy into that shares in this project, and it's huge in its makings, but I just can't take chances. So wherever my documents and everything of my computer is gone, you're not to use any of that, because if you do, or if anyone has reported any of those seals and stamps and flags of the 1834 and St. Patrick's Order Church, and also King William III, King William IV, William the Conqueror, and King Solomon. If any of that material and the borough councils of Britain and also Moai statues sealed and his flag and all of that stuff are put together at Te Rerenga Wairua up in Te Hapua, Te Hiku o Te Ika Marae and also the Aotere Marae at the east coast, joined to the Cook Islands up the Tukuruhopo Waka and the Horota Waka at the East Cape and Paikea, in particular the Paikea Wakas from Cook Islands and Aitutaki is our story with Sunakora at Hiruharama and Mount Hikarangi. Mount Hikarangi there and the spirit of Te Pito there at Mokonui on our land blocks. We're going to film all that. We're going to make a documentary and then a real whale rider, the second movie, with Dion Paiko Walker and his wife Tika. They'll be playing the music for the shots we take, and it will be very extensive right through the Pacific. And we're starting off in Aitutaki and one of the islands there where she's family owns, but it's in trouble with its mortgages and stuff. We're going to remove, the same way it's going to remove all the mortgages off the lands in New Zealand, one by one. And this is how big it is. We're not going to rely on any other hapu stories to cross this, or any other religion other than the Church of England and St. Patrick's Church order. Only those two go with this flag and the Moai statue. Nothing else will do, because I'm writing this story this way to correct the history, to correct the whakapapas, and Dion is going to be responsible to take Ngāti Whātua's history from Mohi Manukau here, and also from Tainui and Hotoroa Waka to Rapanui and Mokonui down the east coast. So he'll join all of that up together with the Cook Islands first. The first stop, we're going there, and then to Raiatea and also to Rapanui, back to Mokonui at the east coast, Mokonui, and join all of that up. That's the correct history of this country out here in New Zealand, not the one you see that the Crown has put together for Maori. The Maori is not the correct history. It has been fashioned by the New South Wales government and John Key's government and the corporate Crown system here in New Zealand. Sue Nikora will take care of that and do what she has to. And she was the policy maker, the Maori policy maker for Sir Geoffrey Palmer, that changed the constitution from 1852, British UK, to 1986. That's stuck in the 1835 Declaration of Independence and has nothing to do with the Moai, Hapu, and the 1834 Captain Clendon, King William IV, King William III, St. Patrick's Church Order flag. Okay, so that's the difference. We're putting the Moai ahead of the Maori, and the Maori has to fix itself up with the colonial government, New South Wales. The Moai and the Hapu is going straight to Britain, straight to the King, straight to Westminster, straight in. No middleman, okay? No middleman. I won't entertain any middleman or any security systems in between. What we have with the British Navy is responsible. If I get protection to Poroho, it's the British military that's coming straight into Rangitukia under our control. The surrogate king's control. That's what I wear this sheriff's hat for. That there, nobody's to use that. No one is to use this hat or the shirt with this on unless they're authorised through Bundy Waitai of the Te Hiku o Te Ika Marae up north, and also Aotere Marae at the east coast. Okay, those two maraes are the spirit of Moai and King William III, King William IV, and St. Patrick's Church Order. That is the rule. Okay, so we'll create. I'm going to be talking to Brother Love and their church up at top of Kaiba Pass. There's a church just before K Road, and that's the church where the Harley Davidson bikes are. They've got a big group in New Zealand. They've got a big membership, and they are good people. I can tell when George came to see me here. He's one on his bike. He's bought the guitar here for Dion, and electric guitar, and donated it to Dion. So that's something special. I will make a relationship with them to protect us wherever we go, and also they can cover the church side until we get St. Patrick's Church order. That's the one Jamie will be doing. That's her name, Patrick, will be connected to the St. Patrick's Church order of this 8-point star here and this 8-point star here. That is the Borough Council, part of the corporate system that collects the King's royal revenue and the rates, the rent. Chief wears this. He's the registrar of the courts that we set up on the maraes, and the first marae to be authorised is Te Hiku o Te Eka marae in Te Hapua, north of Ireland, up in Parengarenga hub. So, and the second one will be more like the Aotere marae, or the Marangaro marae, is his real name, with Chikaraka, Te Hekua Karaka. Okay, so we've got up north at Te Hapua, Ngāti Kuri, Chief, Herewini Karaka. So you've got Herewini Karaka there, and Andi Waitai, the two names, one Maui, Hapu, and the other British. Right, those two guys are British and Hapu. And at the East Cape, the Wānoa, the native, and the Karaka again. The two Karakas, time. That's what it is, time. Here we're going to correct the time at 6 a.m. at East Cape Lighthouse. On top of the hill, it's about 900 steps to climb. Jamie, get your running shoes on, and Dion, get your running shoes on, and also Tika, get your running shoes on, because mine are okay. I'm alright, I can take some steps at a time. And so we're going up there to bring the clock in, Karaka. Time is up. Time to move. Time to move everything, and the waka, Moais. People of the world. That's what Moai stands for, people of the world. And the Kotahitanga flag of Tame Te Maro in Ruatoria, we're going to access that to put up, back up on, besides this flag, the 1834 Declaration of War, or State of Emergency flag, 1834, Captain Clendon, and Te Rawaikato Wharaherehere Manukau, and Hongi Hika. Those two chiefs that you see on my documents are the connection to this flag and contract with King William III and King William IV and St. Patrick's Church order. Okay, you got that? That's how it works. So really I wanted to just let you know what I'm doing. I'll call Te Pōraho and tell them we're going straight down the coast, and I'll pick up with them when I get back. So they're talking with Kingi Taurua and Danny Watson. I got faith in those guys, and to look after Kingi, and I will be looked after by Dion. Dion's a very agile boy. He's very strong to uphold things around me. He's going to protect me from now on, and also Jamie and Tika. Those two women will be travelling with us through the Pacific, and to connect up the Paikea waka from Whangarā at the east coast. So we're going to call in Whangarā and take some shots, because Dion is in charge. He's the production manager for the Maui television, Maui TV network news. Okay, so he'll be starting that business off, and he'll be the narrator and producer of films that we're going to be making right through the Pacific Islands and New Zealand. We already started up at Te Hiku o Te Ika, Marae, and Pangaru, at Te Hapua, and also Cape Reinga, or Te Reinga, or Wairua, up the north bit of New Zealand, the Spirits Bay there. Te Rerenga Wairua is the spirit there, to the spirit of Te Pito at the East Cape Lighthouse. We're going to time our mobiles right on 6 o'clock. So you people watching, please get your mobile and clock in the country that you are, pull it out and put the name of your country. It's time, lock it in, put the time of Easter Island in, lock it in to 12 midday, lock in the East Cape of North Island, New Zealand at East Cape Island, or Whana or Kena Island, or East Island, and lock it in to anywhere there, Gisborne, the first rising sun in the world at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6 a.m. Lock it in there, and that you'll have that one. You'll have Easter Island at midday. You'll have Ghana, Accra. Put Accra in there on the spot of Phoenix Hotel on the beach. So these are three parts that are going to line up in a triangle. We're going to line up in a triangle like that on these exact times: 12, 6 a.m. on Te Pito at East Cape, North Island, New Zealand, where we will be on the top by the lighthouse watching the sun come out of the water. And over here 6 p.m. is Ghana, Accra at Phoenix Hotel. So lock in Phoenix Hotel on the beach, and lock in the East Cape Lighthouse of New Zealand, North Island, New Zealand. Lock that in at 6 a.m., 6 p.m. in Ghana, Accra, and midday on East Island. And then lock it in on midnight on East Island. Midnight East Island, midday East Island, and you'll find it'll be perfect. Your clock should lock in, and as soon as it locks in, put your video, put your camera in front of it, and take a photo of it and a video of it, the time changing, getting close to 6 o'clock on your clock, on the clock that's 6 o'clock. Watch the clocks change. You'll see the clocks change on those ones you put in. All right, I'm explaining. This is historic. I want to show you that the world is a round ball. It is a round ball from where you are standing. This is a test to test the intelligence of white man and the Vatican, the popes, the Queen, the royal family, the universities in Cambridge and Harvard in England, and the universities in America, and the universities all over the world, and to see how a brain works with a flat earth against a round ball earth with a ball in the middle of it to make the generator and the power come out of the earth to power up the sun and everything else. That's our history that I'm explaining here, the truth that no one is seeing. So you're right. Once more. Listen. East Cape, North Island, New Zealand, 6 a.m. Lock that in, the time. You'll see the time changing for that position. East Cape of the North Island, New Zealand, 6 a.m. Midday, lock that in to Easter Island at 12 noon, midday. Just put East Island there. You'll see the clocks change. And here, Accra, Ghana, on the beach, Phoenix Hotel. Lock that in here, and you'll see that time, 6 p.m. right on the dot. And lock in London here, and it will have 6 p.m. right on the dot. Okay? So now you've got 4. Then put your country at the bottom. That's the 5th one. Put your country and its time. Then, when it comes, we're going to stand on East Cape Lighthouse on the top of the hill. It's about 900 steps to get up to the top, and then we're going to watch the sun come out of the water at 6 a.m. when it starts to rise. We're going to be filming from at least about 10 to 6. So put your video on your mobile to go on YouTube and take a shot, a movie of that time changing, all those clocks changing, 5 of them, and watch as the East Cape one comes up to 6 o'clock. When it comes to 6 o'clock, all these times will synchronize. You'll see Easter Island at midday, right on a dot. You'll see Accra, Ghana, right on 6 p.m. You'll see London right on 6 p.m., right on a dot, smack on your mobile phone. And then you'll see your country on the globe on its round path, underneath or up the top or side. You'll see your time change at the same time, then lock it in. Lock it in? No, don't, just leave the mobile going, but keep rolling on your camera at this video, on video of this clock changing. Lock it in and put it straight on YouTube when we put ours on YouTube later on the day at Tamati Reed's place. So that's the chief in Rangi-Tukia. So now you have one more time. You have East Cape, New Zealand, North Island, Lighthouse. In the North Island, not the South Island, the North Island, East Cape. That's the closest distance to the sun, Ra. Okay? Closest distance, the first to see the sun in the world. Okay? So we're gonna leave the video rolling all the way through till the sun rises. Okay? So you can see a grandiose view of everything happening in the reel. So now you've got East Cape 6 a.m. clock. Put it in your mobile and put it in, and you'll see the time changing all the time. Next one, Easter Island, 12 noon. Just put the clock in because it'll be changing all the time. And then put the clock for Accra, Ghana, on the beach, Phoenix Hotel over here, and the times will be changing. And then you put London over there, right? Leave it, and then you put your country, whether it be Chile or India. Put your country here, and it's time. Your time will be here, and all these times will be changing, right? Now you watch this one on what day? I've got to get the day right. We're going to be there on Sunday. On Sunday, the 26th. The morning of the Sunday, the 26th, is when we're going to run this test case. Okay, Sunday morning at 6 o'clock in the morning, well, at least 10 to 6. Synchronize your clocks on your mobile and watch the changes of the times. Watch the top one on East Cape Island or East Cape change, and watch it coming up to 6 o'clock. When it hits 6 a.m., East Island should be 12 midday, right on the dot. Okay? And the next one is Accra in Ghana, should be 6 p.m. And London should be 6 p.m. right on the dot. And your country here will be its time, maybe 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 3 in the morning. Here, it will lock in. So now at 6 o'clock, all of those times will be synchronized. You'll see the exact pinpoint on these Earth positions, right? These all 5 Earth positions of the sun, and at the times, these are daytime, right? These 4 places are daytime. At the same time, the sun is shining on the Earth planet, round, curved, ball planet, and it will draw the lines around a curve around the other side, right? And they'll see the 3 points on the curve of the Earth at those 3 times. Then you intersect the lines, and you'll come out with a perfect triangle of a round ball. You'll have a triangle like that, with East Island at the top, East Cape, Ghana, right? And then you go down this way, like that, and you have East Island here at midnight. Midnight, midday, midnight, midday. Perfect square inside a circle of light. Light, 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 dark. Okay? Just like that. And that's perfect title to the world. That's Moai's title to the world. Okay? So we're going to put a Moai in 3 places like that. 3 places to mark his Earth planet survey mark title. Now that's what goes with the king, the king's memorial and this Moai statue memorial. Okay, you got that? I've got it in my clock, but I don't think I can find it. I'll try. I'll try and see if I can see it. Clock. Hang on. Just wait a minute. I should have had it ready. I'll do it in another video. I've got the clocks lined up. Where would it be? Clock. Clock. No, that's not it. But anyway, I'll do the exercise with you on another video and show you what to do. Okay, so that's Sunday, Mark Sunday, it's 26th. We're going to do this test right through the world for you to show you exactly how the world is round and the south is up here and the north is underneath. The sun is coming down that way and the earth is round. It's not flat. It's not. The sun is not sitting on a flat disc, a flat round disc like that, and and the north down here and the south up here. It's not sitting on a flat. If you talk about a flat earth, your head is in a sand. It's a round ball, and this will prove where the marks are that it's curved around and curved around the other way. Okay, I've done some videos with that mark on it, and I don't know why white men do that, dupe everybody that the world is north up and south down. It's the other way around. They would have been warm up here in London all the time, and we would have been freezing at the bottom if that happened. We're always warm here. We never freeze to death like England, Wales, and Scotland and Ireland, and those countries. We never freeze to death like them. We're always warm like this. That's why we're like this. It's just right. It's the temperature's just right. So that's their brain. I just want to show you their brain that is different to a Moai brain. Moai talks about his earth like this. He doesn't tell it the different way. That's how they duped everybody. So their head will turn upside down. You're actually turning your head and the earth upside down. That's what they did in the university. That's Harvard and Cambridge. They've taught everybody in schools. You're going to have to start all over again and put the world up the right way. And this is a Moai way. This is an indigenous, native way of God's people. Right? God didn't give the power to the white man. They stole it. They stole all our memorials. They stole the Moai and put it in London in 1868. They stole them off East Island and put them there. You see, they stole because they didn't have the brain from God to float through the air, right? To get from one point to the other and lift these big statues up and move them, right? Only those people who are in the stone people, the stone Bible, no paper, no paper Bible like this, so you can alter the thing. No, it was carved in rock like that, right? So you can't change it, you can't burn it. It's always going to be there. Okay, that's why those spaceships and helicopters and everything are carved into the rocks in East Island and carved into the rocks in Africa. Right? It's got the same DNA, and these white men are trying to change your DNA and dupe you again. Well, that's all going to stop because the devil is inside the churches, Church of England and the Catholic Church. It's inside, it's fused itself in its blood inside it, and we're going to go and knock its head in. Okay? That's about it. The people will do that. So that's all for now. Well, I'll just get on with getting the shares ready for Bundy and Bundy Waitai and Heleni Karaka. I'm going to give the same shares to Chick Karaka, Te Hekua Karaka, Awatere Marae, that's my own marae, and also to Tamati Reed. Okay, they are of the same share and Sunakora. So there's others that have contributed to the shares. I'm going to pick them all up again, all those people who have contributed to shares, unpaid shares and paid shares. So some people get unpaid shares. It'll come out of their share plan from mobile. Everything's paid by mobile in our system. We're using Tag Pay. That means I can send money through to anyone, and they're working for us around the world anywhere, and we can just watch them working on the phone and take pay and credit them. As soon as they clock into work, it credits their account and the money goes straight in from the pound note and earning interest straight away. Okay, we have all that system locked up in the phone, and we can get them and tell them where are you, and if you're not working, it'll clock out and they don't get paid when they're not there. So it doesn't matter if you turn up to work late. When you get to work, it clocks into the GPS of that office, and that's how this works. It's very quick. It's too hard to teach anybody because it took me a long time to put together. We use Press to Shop and BlueSnap gateways, so that's a big customer base that is able to shop online, and Alibaba. All their customers will be going into the phone, and from anywhere in the world we'll be using TagPay as the most proficient system since 2008 when I first cottoned onto it. That it is fail-proof. It can be not. It cannot be scammed. It has its unique NSTD, near sound data transfer, NSDT, near sound data transfer. That means I can send you 1,000, 100,000 pounds direct to you in under a minute, right? And it's straight into your TagPay account straight away. That's how quick it is. So if anybody's buying shares, they're going to be £50 per share, one off for life. There's no need to buy no more shares anymore because it's going to roll over on everything that goes in it, including Cook Street. 77 Cook Street will be seized. The motel in Rotten Point will be seized. The lands in Port Awenui will be seized. The lands at Haho 7B will be seized. All the lands that are marked out, ready to seize, back. I warned them all that you're going to get taken off you. The government, New Zealand, has to pay you back, and railway rights have to pay you back on the Rotten Point motel because I warned them. I warned you, people, you're going to lose your business. We're going to bankrupt you, and it's going to get credited to everybody who's joining as a member around the world in 250 countries of this flag. Okay, that flag goes in 250 countries straight away on this mobile. So everything we recover goes into this account and split amongst all the members around the world, and that's how we do it the humanity way. So once you get money there, it never, never runs out. We've got levy debtors who are the bad crooks in the churches and in the church and state governments, federal states, Queen's Bench Court, and the Queen's royal families, and the Queen's businesses, private enterprises, and iwi, Maori, you're going to get the bill. The trustees are going to get the bill for doing that to me on my land block. I wanted that land block, 1 out of 28 land blocks, and you trustees are the landowners no more. We've got a native court now, higher than your Maori land court. Before it dies, we're going to shut you down. Okay, Sunakora is going to do that. She's the most proficient Harvard professor in Maori native titles in this country, right through the world. Okay, I'm telling you, Moai goes right through the world, and this flag goes right through the world. Well, free passage. Okay, so that's all coming together, and I'm happy to say Kiki Taudu is saying, am I alright, or am I still there? Because he worried about me taking all this on. Okay, so Kingy, one more time, I'm going down to the East Coast for the very last time to have the hui with my chiefs, Chick Karaka and Tamati Reed, and also Sunakora. She's an ariki for the Paikia waka from Cook Islands, and that history locks in to Te Rerenga Wairu up north in Te Hapua and Spurs Bay, and it locks into Te Pito with my own wānoa Uetaha Hapu chief, and also locks into the Rogans family and judges and Maryland courts, and also locks into the Manukau Rogans family and the Apatoros or Ratana churches in Kaipara and right through the country. With Mohi Manukau, Mohi Te Mati Manukau the fourth, all its history here that locks into Rogan's judges in Helensville, courthouse, and the Confederation Chiefs 1835 Declaration of Independence, Confederation of Chiefs there, and the titles right through the Kaipara and down to Taupo, the Ngāti Whātua area. I've got it all mapped out here in the books that I put together with Mohi Manukau. And so those two names, the Manukau's and Wānoa's, the Rogans, and also the Cosgroves, lawyers from the East Cape. That's our family in Ireland, the Cosgroves and the Scottish English Rogans are there on our land box, the Marangaro land box, locked in to this British side of the contract, private contract to Britain on 1834, separate under Moai Crown. And I tell Sue Nicola that they're separated. She has to, the Maori government is in the 1835 side. She has to sort out all the debts there and put them into the Moai Crown British title to convert the native titles back into the British deed customary title where it came from in the first place. Okay, that's how it works, and that's my job, is to do the legal side. And Manahi Parapara Mohini is responsible as the presiding judge to change the title from the Land Court, Land Information New Zealand, New South Wales government titles, Crown New Zealand titles, and also the Maori Land Court titles back through the court, the Queen's Bench Court, into the King's Bench Court on our maraes, and also back into the district courts right through the country. It doesn't have to go through the High Court. It just goes through all the district courts in the world from here. And Bundy Waitai is the head of the court judges, while he can call himself a presiding judge on the marae, on the land. Right? Manahi is on the court at Te Ti Marae to Britain. And Bundy is the head of all other judges, the grand jury judges on the land in New Zealand. Whereas Manahi is to Britain, to the world from there. Okay, so I go as the ambassador with Jamie right through the 250 countries, remote by mobile phone. We don't have offices in any of the countries. We don't need to, because we've got membership there to keep eyes and ears right in front of everybody, straight to our mobile. Okay, when we have meetings with Take Pay and the connections here, we can clock in, and everybody can clock in from around the world to find what's going on. We just drop it in here and it goes to your countries, right? That's how simple it is. It's quick. Then under a minute we can have a text go out on Twitter to inform you. That's what Trump is doing at the moment. He's using Twitter to get a message from your head to my head, okay, and from the chiefs here to somebody else's head, one-on-one, okay, not the whole tribe, just one-on-one. That's how this works. So each individual member doesn't have to go through a chief that controls them all. They are singled out. Everyone is single to Moai system. In the Maori system and the corporate system, you're controlled by one person for the whole lot of you. Like John Key, he can manipulate all of the wealth to himself and his cronies, elite people, and give you less. Not this one. you get it, single persons and kids. Children get their own mobile phone with their own unique phone number. Okay, that's their account. That's not yours. That's not the parent's account. The credit goes into their account as babies. Okay, even before they're born. There's no birth certificate. There's only a mobile number. That's it, and a DNA test. Right, the mobile will be your ticket anywhere, and your DNA. Okay, that's how we do it. If you want to make a quick signature, you just poke your finger with a little needle and bang it on your documents or on your mobile, like that, and that gets you anywhere. Okay, that's as simple as it gets. You can't cheat it. We're going to check every DNA to make sure it's not corrupted by infusion of other foods. We're going to check the foods because those Satan people, those elite people that are running, like John Key and all those bankers and everybody, they're using, and the UN and the NATO and the EU Parliament, they're all using crooked DNA. They fuse into the air, they pollute the air, the food, and the water to make the DNA go to them as controlling the whole lot. Not anymore. Not anymore. When you find what this works, the Moai system is for everyone. It checks each person against the other to make sure nothing's out of place. Safe as. If you stick with the King's law and use the King's pound note money system and water money system and also gold money systems, you can't go wrong. That's what I want to say today. Okay, so I'll see you later and have a very nice day. Jamie, get your things ready. We're ready to go down the coast.